Live from downtown Memphis, this is the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, here's your host, Chris Vernon.
GrindCityMedia.com. It's Chris Vernon Show. Welcome. It is the Monday, February 24th, 2025 edition of the show. Today on the show, we got 10 things from the weekend. It was a busy weekend. A lot of basketball going on, and we'll get to all the news and notes of the day. It's Monday. Sun's out. Smile. Let's do it. Turn it up. Having a good day. All right, we got a ton of stuff to get to. It was a super busy weekend. We will have all of our 10 things. Before I get into anything, I will welcome John Roser to the show. John Roser, a.k.a. the Cologne Ranger, the Body Spray Bandit, Norsack, Johnny Backpull, Johnny Bearcat, John Asparagus, Johnny Nick Harp, John Lance. He's Yogi Roser. He's John Quadrant. He's Yogi Roser. Hello, John.
Hello.
Devin Walker's here. He's the microphone angler. Senor Quasadilla. He's Mr. Man. He's Navajo Joe. He's the reporter. He's the photographer. He's Sir Yes. He's Walker 93.
What up, good people? It's a great day, man.
It is.
It's a great day. Look,
the sun's out.
The weather's going to be warm this week.
Bro. The weather's going to be warm. I feel like we're done with
single-digit temperatures.
Yeah.
Fake winter.
Yeah, Ice
as
Age
it
2.
were.
Yeah.
Everything's thawed out now.
Yeah.
Sun's out. Supposed to be in the 60s all week.
Grizzlies play 5 games in the next couple weeks at the crib.
A lot of home games coming up. We've got to get to what happened with them over the weekend. In fact, we will do that in 10 things.
I love 10 things.
We know. Number 1, Grizzlies weekend. All right, let's start with Orlando. Looked good. Then it looked fine at halftime. Then it started to get dark. And then they were able to make a big comeback, and it was that third quarter, man.
Yeah.
It got rough on Twitter.com.
Yeah.
And the lead was getting a little too big for the Magic. They're up by 19 points in the second half, and it's like, and look, I get to say this. You guys know I can't fake when we come on the air because we are communicating throughout these games every time.
We are.
And I told you guys, I said, here's the good thing. The good thing is this team cannot shoot. And if you can just get on some kind of a run, like they can't score with you. You just got to start scoring. Because the number is going to be the number. Like, they ended on 105. Or, no, they ended on 104 for the game. I'm like, you have got to be able to score 105.
Yeah,
you know what I
right.
mean? Like, all right, we're clearly not going to get to the 120s that you're used to, but there's a number that they're not going to be able to get to that you can get to because you can score at a rate that they can't score. And Morant was just, I mean, we had all waited. We were like, come on, baby. Like, coming out of the All-Star break, and then the Indiana thing was lame. And then in this third quarter, starts to get going a little bit again.
Yeah, fourth quarter, he was.
And then the fourth quarter, it was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. And he was bum hunting Cole Anthony, which I love so much.
When I said, the crazy thing about that game was, I said to you guys, you could go back to Friday's episode. And I said, dude, if you're 9 for 28, I don't care. Take 28. But what I can't do is you're an innocent bystander to the loss. Like, this can't happen.
Yeah.
Not far off, 10 for 24.
He got him up.
I mean,
He got him up, yeah.
But I just want that level of aggression. I want him being the guy. And you saw that in that Orlando game. And he went out of the game, and they, like, immediately went on a 14-0 run. And that was behind Desmond Bane and Gigi Jackson had a wave there.
Shout out Gigi, man. Hit 3 in a row.
And all it took, every Grizzlies fan can thank my beloved mother, who I showed you guys the text during the game. She said, this third quarter thing, she goes, you know, it's the curse of this third quarter. What is going on here? She goes, I'm going to flip over to a Hallmark movie. And I text her back and I said, Mom, I said, Desmond Bane and Gigi Jackson just went nuclear from 3. We're right back in the game. And she said, Hallmark movies did the trick.
There you go.
And she flipped it back and then loved watching the end. And I will say, the end of that game, the Orlando game, it was crazy. On Saturday, I was at a couple different places where I was out in public. And everybody wanted to talk about that game. Everywhere I went. Most of which was, boy, did Orlando give us that one, right? Like, that was like the common sentiment. And I was like, you know, sometimes you can just be so thankful that the other team is, I mean, beyond clueless. I couldn't disagree. I was glad they made some winning plays down the stretch, but my God, did we make losing plays down the stretch, including missing 2 crucial free throws with a 1-point lead.
We missed 3 of the last
Santi,
4.
Santi and who? Santi and who?
Dez. Because
yeah.
Dez bum hunted Cole Anthony when he got the foul call to go to the line.
Which I love that we do that down the stretch now. Instead of like doing the merry-go-round, it's like, all right, we finna find a mismatch.
Brandon Clark's hustle won us that game.
Shout out BC too.
He did.
He put in work.
He won us that game with his hustle.
First double-double of the season.
I mean, he was
BC.
everywhere, and then he got the post-game interview, and he's like, I just want to win.
You've got the fourth quarter play-by-play. Go look. I believe it's right. When I was looking at Orlando had 104 or 103 points with 4 minutes and 38 seconds left. They scored 1 point in the final 4:38.
They did.
Bro, the shots they took were insane. Like, again, I'm viewing it through the prism of I'm rooting for the Grizzlies, but I'm like, what are they doing? And the last 2 were, I mean, unforgivables to me. The getting the ball back
And
with 18 seconds on the shot clock and him taking that wild-ass 3.
Yeah.
And then they get the ball after Santi misses the free throws. Their whole team is calling timeout.
And Paulo's like, I'm good. We gone.
And just
We got it. I got y'all. It's mine.
how reckless was that?
And Jaren blocked
And
him,
he,
right?
no, he
Yeah.
drove into 3 people.
Drove into Santi, BC, and Jaren. Night, box him in.
That was
Let's go
just
home.
clueless basketball.
Yeah, Paulo was
like
tricky.
down the stretch. That was like, oh my God. Like it's everything. And look, you know, you have asked me last week about like closing lineups and lineups, whatever, and it was that lineup that had Jaren and Brandon in the front court, and it was just, dude, Brandon Clark is the switch god.
Yes.
Like, he switches on everything down the stretch. He is an amazing clutch time defender. And I think our buddy Sean Coleman, he put up something this weekend. I think it was Sean Coleman. Or no, maybe it was Keith. Fast Break Breakfast. Yeah, and he put up that in clutch time, the defensive rating with Brandon Clark on the floor is like 63 or something. It's like
65.6. NBA clutch stacks are mostly done, but let's ignore that. 29 clutch minutes Brandon Clark has played this season. The Grizzlies have a defensive rating of 65.6.
I mean, that's the switch god.
Yeah, shout out BC, man.
Seriously.
Because even if
that's not a lot. That's not a short amount of minutes. You say almost 30 minutes?
Yeah, 29 minutes in clutch games, yeah.
And they have just really been able to get stops when they've needed to get stops down the stretch. That was an ugly game. But
it was.
An ugly game that they were able to come out on top. And again, how many times have we said this? When it stopped being, for at least a segment in time when they were able to go on that run, it's because there wasn't dead balls. It wasn't dead ball basketball.
Yeah.
So they were able to play. Now, you fast forward to yesterday. We had chalked this one up as a loss, right? You're playing a third game in 4 nights on the road against the best team. That team is the only team that has a better home record than them is Oklahoma City. So you know this is going to be a big challenge playing against Cleveland. But I texted you guys before the game and I said, look, man, I just want them to play well. And again, maybe we shouldn't be in the business of moral victories, but I will tell you, as someone who hosts a podcast with my man Jacoby, who is a Knicks guy, we're now.
Oh, man.
But I'm saying we're both in this mode of, bro. First step is show me you can compete against the best teams.
Yeah.
Like, that's the first step. And the Knicks continue to not be able to do it. But and they give up 120-something points every time. So it's
destroyed.
like they haven't been able to do that. And again, the first step is, right, show me you're there for it. And I thought, maybe I'm crazy. That game ended last night, and I did not have a negative thought. Honestly, there were a lot of regrets that I had. There was a lot of like, man, if Bane wouldn't have had this total crap game where he couldn't make anything, the offense worked against a good team, so that was a good thing. I was like happy. Ja got aggressive again.
Yeah.
Maybe a little too late. I wish he would have been a little more aggressive earlier in it.
He was aggressive in the first quarter, then they iced him. But I mean, I wish he would have been when he came in for that second little stint. I wanted him to get back to what he was doing in the first quarter, but he looked like he was getting back in the flow a little bit. You know
And then the other thing was, this is the worst game with their side. This is the worst game to have Jaren in foul trouble.
Yeah.
And so it's like I can sit there and go, man, if Jaren wouldn't have been in foul trouble, if Bane wouldn't have played like crap, if Ja would have turned up a little bit earlier, or if you would have just made any of the billion open threes that you obviously generated.
You got off offensive rebounds too. It was like Edie getting
my God, the beginning
got
of that
at least
game.
6 offensive rebounds,
I know.
kicking it out. We were like,
You just need them to drop.
just make one.
They were wide open.
Make her miss. Like, this thing is we were missing them, and they would go on their end and Maxi shoot, swing, boom.
And we weren't ready for the Ty
swing.
Jerome. We weren't ready for the Ty Jerome fourth. Holy mackerel.
Yeah,
How great was he?
The one where he just, I don't know.
He was cooking off boy Vince, bro.
He came down on that left side, just came down on his own and was like, I'm pulling.
I was like, bro.
No pass.
Well, I texted you guys in the first quarter, and I said, bro, Wells has already got 3 fouls. I said, if they leave Wells on this dude, he's going to go for 65.
Talking about Don?
Yes.
Were we about to do the Zaire Williams, Devin Booker
Yes.
thing? Donovan Mitchell and Jalen Wells.
He was seeing red, boy.
Oh, my
He
God.
was seeing red. I was like, woo.
All right, let me see. You guys know
No,
what time it is.
don't do it.
You know what time it is.
No, not today.
Yeah,
Shot
you
quality.
do. You know what time it is.
We need shot quality on this
You
one.
know what time it is.
Because we missed a lot of shots.
I'm gonna hope that it's already been uploaded
To get a damn rebound.
from yesterday's games.
That was 0 for 7 from 3. We still shot 38.5%.
To get a damn rebound, bro. That's what we need to do. Get a damn rebound.
Final score of yesterday's game: Cleveland Cavaliers 129 to 123. Shot quality score. Cleveland 140, Memphis 123.
Oh, man.
We didn't win shot
We did
quality.
not win
you
shot
should-
quality.
You should have put that shot quality up, bro.
That is a shot quality mega loss.
Yeah.
All right, so now
I
that you
thought
told
we
me
got
that,
good shots.
now that you told
No.
me that, now I don't feel good at all.
I know.
And they didn't have Darius Garland.
Because, bro, you know how many wide open trades they missed off offensive boards?
They missed a lot.
They
lot
did.
of like off of offensive boards, they were getting
Well,
wide
in the
open
first
trades.
half, hold on now. In the first half, I'm going to tell you what the number was. In the first half, they were.
2 for like what? 1,000?
No, they were 4 for 26 from 3.
Yeah, and then a lot of those were off offensive rebounds.
4 for 26. How many of those 26 did we have a hand in their face? Like,
Like 3.
so yeah, their shot quality is actually. They should have put up 140 against us.
Yeah, I think we lost the game on the backboard, bro. I think it's the intensity to get a rebound. You know what I'm saying?
The 31-second chance point.
Yeah, like 31 second
that's
chance points
crazy.
is crazy to put on the box score.
And I am interested in seeing the way this goes. Again, so much is going to be matchup dependent, but it's something to pay attention to the last 25 games. Are we going to be able to put Jalen Wells on the best perimeter player on the other team? Are we going to feel comfortable with that? And is Edey going to be playable at all against the good teams?
We gonna need him.
You
bro.
know what I mean?
We gonna need him because he was the only one getting off O boards.
I know.
Only one.
But they also put him in literally every action,
Yep.
which ends in wide open threes.
Don was
and
going
how
on.
many times did what is going on with John Morant constantly getting switched on to big guys? And it ended yesterday where he almost got thrown into the stanchion by Jared
He had to hold Jared Allen up.
This happens at least 3 times a game in a way that it never happened before.
He shouldn't be the low man on
Why
a
is this
rotation, bro.
Why is this happening so
Yeah.
often?
Yeah.
Yeah, am I crazy?
No, I see it too. He gets caught in that low man spot a lot, which is wild as hell. I don't understand how it happens either.
It happens.
He ends up on the low man a lot of times.
It happens regularly.
Yeah.
Like, why is he guarding Miles Turner?
And Josh
What are we
Piper,
doing?
he fight for his life under the rim.
I know.
Like Miles Turner, Jared Allen, Wendell Carter a couple times he got caught on.
Yeah.
Like, it was
They're
weird.
too big.
Yeah, it was weird.
My God. Hey, you know what's crazy? Last night when I said the good news is the Grizzlies are getting a ton of open threes, the bad news is they're missing all of them. You know who I got the most response from? Outside of, there's always got to be Grizzly fans mad. But
Right.
Orlando fans, they're like, welcome. Welcome to the club. Imagine watching it for 82 games.
Yeah,
And I was
that's
like,
true. Yeah.
Clank.
They really can't shoot.
Nah, they can't. They're brick fest.
And they
Good
went,
middies and dunks. That's all
they
they
went
do.
and got KCP.
I thought he was going to
He
be the
can't
difference,
shoot.
bro. He can't shoot no more.
Nope.
He put on that Magic jersey and forgot.
Wait, you don't play with LeBron and Jokic?
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
he still shoot one of his shots, though. Hey, but shout out to Luke, though, bro. Like, we talking about, like, being these big games, big stage.
Gonna
Home
need him.
State.
Luke hoop, bro.
The other thing is,
Yeah.
again, this is, and we're going to have to be able to hold up defensively with Luke out there, but you're watching it last night, and there's a whole segment of time where they're just going blocks and elbows, and they're just going to say, fine. Because Josh, they are fine with Morant taking as many open threes as he
Yeah.
wants to take, and so you just can't have it. You can't have it where it's like, bro, the only guy that they've got a face guard is Desmond Bane.
Yeah.
That's why the Kennard thing has to be, and obviously it was nice to see Vince knock down a couple last night. This was the worst of the Vince return games. But still made some hustle plays, still knocked down some threes. But I mean, it's gonna be like, dude, Wells took 7 threes last night and made 4 of them, which was good. They were fine. Like, bro, this is the moment. You're watching it. We know how playoff basketball goes. Jalen Wells got treated last night exactly how he's going to get treated in the playoffs. And it's like, do we want to put our fate in the hands of – because you got to shoot the wide open shot. You have to. It's like, are you going to be able to make, 6 of 10 because it's going to be available? And it's like, they at least guard Luke away from the basket.
They do.
I love that Ja too. Like, it was facilitating, knowing that the boxing the elbows was playing.
Yep.
Because they played a lot of zone too on the backside of that game. Where Ja would be like, "Yo, somebody come high post." You had a couple times somebody sneak back door, or Ja would get a screen up, kick it to the wing. Like, it helps that you got a point guard that can figure that stuff out. But yeah, we need some dudes that knock down some shots.
They played their butts off last night, but like if you look at it, it felt like when I'm watching late at times in the last 8-9 minutes that it's our defense when Jaren's in foul trouble, Vince ain't out there. Dude, our defense, they're playing their butts off, but they are scrambling. They're having to scramble so much. And you look at the end of the game, Jaren and Vince are the positives in that box score. And plus minus. Like those are the positives. And the positive we're looking forward is, dude, those guys are going to be playing. They have to play 30, 35 minutes in the postseason. They have to.
Well, and it's nice to see the Vince minutes are going up. Yeah. Maybe not as fast as we want them to, but I think as this time goes on in these last 25 games, you're going to see the Vince Williams minutes go up. And I think eventually he'll end up being the starting small forward.
What happened to Gigi? I know he looked kind of like in Orlando. He kind of like brought it back. Like last night, he got
it going for a minute.
Yeah, but like he played 4 minutes, and I was like, we didn't see him at all. I was like, oh, where's Gigi at? But I mean, you can't play everybody in this situation, I guess.
And look, honestly, like that's a game you can't have Jaren Jackson for 25 minutes. You need him for 35 minutes.
You need him for 35 minutes in that game.
The fouls, bro.
And it just has not been an issue this year. And it pissed me off to no end for it to be the national TV game that it becomes an issue because it reinforced. There were people that were texting me and they were like, "Dude, still has problems," and I'm like, "No, he actually doesn't. He doesn't have problems."
I know it's that part of it. It's you're looking at Defensive Player of the Year,
right? You know what I mean?
You're looking at Defensive Player of the Year, and the people that are watching this, a lot of people that they just see it because it's national television, and it happens to be Jared and Mobley, the two favorites.
Because foul trouble has been his MO, and it's not his MO anymore. And then we freaking get a game on ESPN that everybody's watching, and it becomes his MO again. Like, come on, bro. Yeah. Really?
Then people start talking, well, he only had 3 rebounds, bro. Little do y'all know. Maybe y'all didn't realize this. A lot of people pick and choose when they want to bring up the Jaren rebounding thing. No one's brought it up the entire season when he's been the most consistent player on the team. Yeah. Scoring, getting buckets every night. Defensive anchor on the defensive end. But last night, look at this. We're going to give this guy 300. Like, that's not Jaren's game. Y'all watch the last?
He also spends a lot of time away from the basket as well.
That's what I'm saying.
Like he plays face up four.
What are we doing? Have y'all watched Jaren Jackson Jr. play the entire year when he made the All-Star game?
Right.
Like now you want to pick and choose?
We got a chance to watch it on ESPN. Maybe they're not FanDuel subscribers.
I mean, last week you had 37 on Giannis. What we don't like.
They didn't watch.
Did you watch that one?
No. They don't. No. They watch the games on ESPN.
Yeah.
Like I was just saying, like can we like not pick and like try to pick and choose when we want to stab people? Like
no, they don't pick and choose.
No.
Like even like Dez, it was like, oh, Dez is 2 for 13. This is why we got to get rid of him.
How much did they pay Dez? That's what I got last night.
Oh, you got that one?
Yeah. How much did they pay?
Like even the Ja thing, like I told y'all Friday, he's gonna be fine. He's gonna be straight. Just play it out. Third quarter, he's back to the normal him. Last night, 21-11. It's okay not to jump off a bridge all the time, y'all. It's fine. It's okay.
I actually didn't think that they played bad last night. I didn't.
No, they didn't. They hooped.
That shot quality thing is disappointing, though.
Shot quality says we should have lost by 17.
Yeah, we should have gotten smoked.
You texted at the beginning.
Should have been way worse, huh?
You at the beginning, you told us, bro. You said, "I just want to compete."
That's it. I just wanted to play well against a good team. I didn't want to get run out of the building.
Yeah.
Because when we played the Knicks and we played Oklahoma City and we played these Clippers, like we gotten smoked recently.
We're 4-12 against the top 6 in the West.
Whenever we play anybody worth a crap, it feels like, oh God, I just hope we compete.
The Celtics one is the one we hang our hats on. Is that Celtics game?
And now
that was too long ago.
It was too long ago.
We beat the Rockets though, Roser. Like that's
without Şengün.
We didn't have Bane.
We didn't have Bane.
So you shut your ass up.
You hating that game? What's wrong with you?
We didn't have Desert Bane. Oh, you conveniently forgot. Oh, Johnny Rocket. Johnny Rocket remembered the Şengün was out.
Roser, see?
Oh, he sure remembered who they didn't have.
Des didn't play in that game.
Look it up.
Roser, you're doing the thing all these people do on the internet, bro.
Wow, bro. Johnny Rocket. Friggin' Johnny Rocket.
Dez did play in the game we beat.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. He had 24 points.
He had 24. He led us in scoring.
Ja didn't play.
Oh, Ja didn't play.
So, Roser.
And Dez had 12 rebounds.
Ja didn't play.
I screwed up who didn't play.
Well, he never plays.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does. What's wrong with you?
He's a friggin' Iron Man now. He plays every night.
So Roser, stop being like them nerds on the internet. Don't try to pick and choose.
Oh no! Let me get
Pick
my
and choose, bro.
Streets are saying you can tell Jacoby this too. Streets are saying, one of our listeners, Chase, he's saying this week we've got a Friday night fraud off at FedEx Forum with the Grizzlies and the Knicks.
Oh,
That's what the streets are
fraud for fraud.
That's what the
Come
streets are saying.
on.
That's what the streets are saying.
well, I went to the one in Madison Square Garden.
You did go to the one fraud off.
We're down. We're down in
That's a
that
tough one.
series.
Yeah.
We are down in
Yeah.
that series, brother.
But
Number 2, the week ahead. So, this is a light week. Got done with Cleveland last night. Tuesday, Phoenix at home. Friday, New York at home. Saturday, San Antonio at home. And then Atlanta. So, look, you've got 5 straight games on your home floor because you're going Phoenix, New York, San Antonio, Atlanta, Oklahoma City. You're going to be at home for 5 straight games over the course of the next 10 days. And so I would tell you that this is a grand opportunity after they came back from, look, if we go back to the All-Star, before All-Star, they got to get back to their winning ways because they've lost 3 of their last 4 because they got beat in that Clippers game. Mm-hmm. So they need to start something good. They have been a very good home team, and you're going to have the opportunity in these next 5, you're going to play 3 teams that you should beat and 2 awesome teams. Right? Because no matter what they say, the Knicks are awesome. Like, I get it. Fine, they are not as good as the Celtics. Fine, they are not as good as maybe some of their peers. But, like, the Knicks, I watched them beat the Grizzlies by 50, okay? Like, I saw that. I, unfortunately, was eating ice cream in the second half while they're like, look, Michael J. Fox is here. And I'm like, what? Yeah, he's still around.
Yeah, right.
I didn't even know.
With your Patrick Ewing plushie.
You with my Patrick Ewing
yes.
plushie. Yes. And my Josh Hart shirt jersey that I got for William.
Walk of shame.
It was tough all the way around. Anyways, grand opportunity this week, right? Because you'd say, if we're just, they will be favored in Phoenix, the Phoenix game, the San Antonio game, the Atlanta game. Mm-hmm. Knicks is probably a pick 'em, maybe a 1 point line either way, maybe something like that. And then they will not be favored against Oklahoma City. So, I mean, they got 5 of these games. I would say 4-1 would be fantastic, and I'd take the deal right now.
Yes. I don't want that one to. If you give me that,
I don't care.
If you give me that deal,
I don't care. I don't care who it is.
No. I just don't want that one to be a blowout against Oklahoma City again.
Oh, I agree.
That's my only thing.
I don't want that either. But
that's the only part about that deal. I would be like, kind of, because I want to prove to Dr. Thunder and the rest of the world that we can beat that team. Right?
Correct.
That's what I want to see with my own eyes.
Yes.
That you can go out there, because the first 2 times we played them, they BTA'd. I want you to prove me with my eyes and him that you can beat that team. That's all I want. That's all I'm asking.
4-1, amazing. 3-2, okay.
Bottom. That's the bottom.
It's fine. Yeah. It's I'm annoyed. Is that fair? 4-1. Look, this is the difference. Like we're look. And then anything worse than 3-2 is a catastrophe.
Yeah.
So we're just moving. Like, we got 5 home games. 4-1, I'm elated. 3-2, mildly annoyed. Anything worse than 3-2 is you're just gonna have to console me.
Yeah, I feel it.
Seriously.
I'm with you on that. Like I said, it's just that last one is the one I'm really kind of like in my mind. I just want to, because last time our fans saw that team come in this building, everybody's riled up, jacked up. Everybody's drunk as hell. We got the nice uniforms on. Crowd is hot.
I tell you what I don't want.
And Aaron Wiggins shot the ball.
I don't.
Man.
What I don't want, which I foresee. The thing I'm worried about, honestly, if I want to get worried about something that I shouldn't get worried about, is next Monday they sit a bunch of guys because they played so many games. So they sit guys against Atlanta, and then you get picked off by friggin' Trae Young and them because you're resting guys for the Oklahoma City game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or they rest guys Saturday night against San Antonio.
Don't rest them on a Saturday night home game. That's wicked.
That's
we got,
fair.
Come on, man. We got the wet willies in the system, bro.
It's a fair point.
Come on, man. If you're going to rest them, let it be on the Atlanta
A Monday
game.
night Hawks game.
Yeah. Just go steal all their wear and tear software. Just say, hey, can we guys play basketball?
Erase the spreadsheet.
Can everybody play basketball
Yeah.
or no?
What are hackers at, bro?
Is it okay?
Yeah, we can get some hackers on this.
delete all the spreadsheets, bro. We need them to hoop this week. Buy y'all's tickets too, by the way. We want to see all y'all this week.
Number 3, Tigers weekend. All right, so Memphis got a win this weekend, which is good. Didn't hurt themselves at all by the FAU game after what was a disappointing last weekend, losing in overtime at Wichita State. They ran all over Florida Atlantic, 84-65, and now they are 18th, so they're in the top 20 in the country. Dane Danger was the big one with 22-11 yesterday at FedEx Forum. They now have a game Wednesday night against Rice at home before next weekend they go at UAB. So schedule's kind of light, where they're just playing one game this week, and it's against Rice on Sunday. And they barely beat Rice at Rice.
Yeah, that's why.
Remember, that was the 3-point game where it was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, no, do not lose to friggin' Rice.
Yeah,
We
that's why I
lost,
think they
and
gonna-
we lost to them
that's why I
last
think they
year
gonna stomp them
here.
out this
Dude,
time, bro.
PJ Haggerty had 26-8-5, and it took all of them
Do they still have that? Do they still have
to
that?
beat Rice.
They still have that large uncoordinated white guy.
Why do you know about the Rice roster, bro?
Well, they had it last year. Remember last year when they beat us here? They had that large uncoordinated white guy.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Rice has been a thorn in our side.
Yeah.
We
It doesn't-
disrespect them, and then they
come and compete.
and then they come and compete.
I bet you they're gonna beat them by 30 this time.
I hope so.
Because, bro, yesterday was one of those times where, like, okay, FAU's coming in here. It was a game for a little bit. I will say this. For some reason, I don't know what Penny told him or what happened, but he unlocked Dane Danger, bro.
Yes.
He getting the ball at the backboard, pushing it on the brakes. Like, he looking like Nas Reed or like Black Jokic, bro. Like, look at this dude. One-legged? Come on, bro. Look at this dude. Look at that. Hook, lefty.
I like Dane Danger.
Me too. I don't know.
I like him.
Look at this, bro. Look at this dude.
He plays hard, too.
I love his
You
like,
pair him up with the two guards.
big guard. Where you going?
End to end.
Nah, they don't.
I'll
have
just take
him
it the whole
anymore.
way.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know what he
Not
unlocked.
to mention, for sure, it's got to be top 10 name ever.
Yes, that's a travel, but I'll take it.
Dane Danger is an amazing name.
Yeah.
It is a great name.
They've been putting up
He's a
Danger
top
Zone
tier.
on the Jumbotron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, our
Danger!
boy, we talk about ethical hoops, Vernon. You see the ethical hoops stat line from yesterday?
Who?
PJ Haggerty,
What?
22 points, 0 threes, 0 free throws.
Unbelievable.
Ethical hoops, man. Super ethical. And our boy, CDR.
Okay, so Chris Douglas Roberts was honored. Reggie Howard, there were others that went into the Hall of Fame this weekend. CDR was honored.
It's great to be here. I love my teammates.
You make him Michael Jackson.
What he sounded like in the video you sent me. Excited to be here.
Who was it that I sent you today?
Our
Was
boy
it
Leon Taylor.
It's great to be here.
Leon Taylor did a behind the scenes. It looks like it's in like the hallway at FedEx Forum.
He caught him off. He
Like-
caught him off guard a little bit.
He
There was a
like an
tray of
interview.
there was a tray of sandwiches right over there he needed.
I mean,
Look at CDR, bro. Look at that man, bro.
Said, be serious.
he has
real
like
quick.
slot machine.
Who is the dude that comes up to
777 on his
wiener?
cheek.
Yeah, he got 777 on his cheek, bro.
So, anyways,
Like deep fried ass photo.
all right, look. This video that I sent you guys, I was like,
Somebody gotta.
Okay.
You gotta find it. Hold on,
like, it was Fried City.
bro.
I'm like, I get taking the edge off.
He was on.
I get like, hey, I'm not real comfortable public speaking or being around people or this kind of attention or whatever. But it's like, come on, Chieftain. Like this dude, he asked him about a memory for playing for the Tigers. He was like, it was like when the guy, you remember that when that guy interviewed Lil Wayne and he started reciting Lil Wayne lyrics to him, and Lil Wayne's like, I wrote that.
Yo,
That's what it reminded me
bro,
of.
see,
I was like, because he kind of looks like Lil Wayne now, too.
yeah, he was on Mars. Bro.
I was like,
my dog is on.
gone.
Oh
My dog is on
God.
Mars, boy.
Buddy.
His fit was crazy though,
Buddy.
But he was on Mars, boy.
Dude.
He was on
He's
Mars.
like, your favorite moment? He's like, just representing the city.
He's like, I just put on for the city.
He doesn't remember anything that happened at Memphis.
He's like, what was your time like? Just, representing, what does it feel like to be back, man? I'm just so happy to be back in Memphis, man. Like, just here, man, with everybody. I'm like, yeah, you don't know what's going on. No. Just, shout out CDR, bro. Shout out CDR, man.
Do you think he remembers dunking on Kevin Love?
No.
I think he
He
does.
said no.
Hey, weed don't make you forget your brain that much.
I mean, I don't think you've smoked as much as he has. He has a clothing brand that's called
Plus, they all kept calling him
BS.
Chris Douglas Roberts all weekend.
Supreme.
They refused to call him Supreme Bay.
Hey,
I'm trying to find it, but there was something about him. Like,
Everybody keeps like we're not honoring Supreme Bay. We're honoring Chris Douglas Roberts. We don't know who this kid is.
Supreme Bay may have been the first one to put the fits on, bro. I'm looking at some of his fits, bro. He might be the original fit king. Like before fits became a thing.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Shout out CDR,
I
man.
covered that team way back when. You want to talk about a trajectory that I never in a million years imagined.
What you?
He's from Detroit, bro.
Oh, that makes sense. The trenches. The trenches of Detroit.
Bro, he's like if you told me he lived like on the Bahamas and lives off of eating and drinking coconuts and coconut milk, I would believe it.
yeah, I mean,
That's not what I expected. That's not what I expected things would be like in 15 years.
Let me see what part.
well,
of
he's
Detroit
striving to be a billionaire. There's a
So
story.
am I.
I'm serious. There's a story about him
probably
in the
had
New
a-
York Times.
See a story about him in the New York Times.
Dana O'Neill, the Athletic, she wrote it, which is owned. The New York Times owns them. So he's trying, after he retired, he's trying to figure out about himself. He wondered why he wasn't identified the same way as others. Dirk was German. Carlos Delfino was Argentinian. He was an African American, but rather than accept the distinction at face value, he picked it apart. What's an African American?
Oh, my God.
Those are two continents, he says, adding that Africans identify themselves as Egyptians or Kenyans and so forth. He didn't get it. The rabbit hole led him across the world and back in history. And it just goes on
So
from
he
there.
Terrence Howard. What you trying to tell me?
He now carries, to a group called the Moorish American Science Temple that believes all African Americans are descendants of Moabites and thereby Moors. So he now carries a Moorish American ID card in lieu of a driver's license.
Okay.
Homeschools his children, refuses vaccinations, and calls himself a fruitarian. Packing a blender when he travels to make smoothies.
Hey, also,
Is that
question.
even a thing?
What he has
It's in quotations, a fruitarian.
has
All
a-
he eats is fruit?
He travels with a blender to make his smoothies.
Also, there's a quote: Who do you want to define you? Someone else or yourself? I just want to live my truth. I know the shit I say isn't typical. I know what you're thinking. My DNA was changing in the NBA. I was going through rebirth. I became more caring and compassionate. Shit used to matter that didn't matter no more. It's a rebirth. The old person, my 3D self, is dead. Yeah, bro. This is some superhero shit.
They
but
kept
it is
calling
what-
him Chris Douglas Roberts over the weekend. They even posted on Instagram, "Welcome back CDR" or whatever. And I was like, that's not his name.
That's not his name.
Yeah.
Supreme Bay is his name. Bro.
It's all just so strange.
I'm striving for $1 billion, he says, adding that he's a Capricorn. And Capricorns, according to the great source, Cosmopolitan Magazine, are ambitious, persistent, and like their money. Quote, I'm here to acquire wealth. I'm serious. I'm trying to find it. There was something I did read about him a few years ago. Like, it was probably around the same time this was, 2019, 2018, that he did take some of his NBA money and he was like an early investor in Netflix.
Yeah, I think
like
I
he
saw something
put
about that
like
too.
a
Hold on.
portion of his NBA money and invested in Netflix stock.
Amazing.
So he probably made a freaking killing on that.
Well, like I said, bro, you see that stuff in them diamonds in them teeth ain't
Yeah.
cheap. That's at least 100 bands in the mouth. Then he had the chain on, he had the platform boots on, bro. I'm telling you, bro, Supreme Bay, man. He 1-on-1, and he was high.
A fruitarian.
Fruitarian is crazy.
Who knew?
Bro. He's a different cat, man. Shout out Supreme Bay, man. You know what I need? You know what I need, though? If somebody can find me this, I will love you forever. A Chris Douglas Roberts, either a Bobcats jersey or a Clippers jersey.
Ooh.
I need one.
All right.
I need so listener. I know
You
y'all be
probably find
listening.
one. You could probably find one. Roser's already searching his eBay right now.
This is going to be.
Look at him.
This has to
Is
be
there one? There's not one on eBay.
No, I can get you an autographed basketball card of him for
I don't
$20.
want that, bro. What am I doing with that?
There's a Memphis jersey.
I don't want that, bro.
He wants a Clippers.
I want a
Does
Clippers or Bobcats
it's,
jersey.
yeah.
Did you have any CDR stories when you was like from when you?
Quiet guy. The whole team.
Really?
Yeah,
The,
he
the,
was.
the ones that everybody talked to, Antonio Anderson, great talker, like leader.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Antonio Anderson is vocal.
Yeah.
Joey Dorsey, hilarious.
Yeah.
Robert Dozier would talk, right? The best players were quiet guys. Rose and CDR
No,
were
Rose and
both
CDR
very reserved.
yeah, Rose
both,
and CDR were quiet.
Both very shy.
The other
They
thing
were
too
not
was
like, they were not Andre Allen, Yapper. I mean, they had a bunch of they had guys, but like the personality of their two best players, there was
super
more.
quiet.
Well,
Yeah.
and the other thing too is in college, like the stars are the coaches, and
That's
we
right.
and there
It was all Calipari
There
all
was
the
none
time.
greater than Calipari, like as far as talking goes.
That's
like,
right. Calipari just took up all the air.
Okay.
Honestly.
Like when we we do NBA games. You go to Taylor's press conference, but you really want to get into the locker room and talk to the players.
Yeah.
In college, dude, it was
Totally
all
reverse.
Yeah, totally reverse. You cared more about hearing from Calipari than you did going.
I
to the
will say,
locker room
I saw
with
one
the
of his
players.
interviews. I'll give a shout out to him for saying this because people were asking about getting his jersey retired. You know, he can't do it. Cause
Yeah.
Because he said, bro, the thing is, if y'all ever make the decision to retire my jersey, I don't want my jersey retired. I want everybody from that team's jersey retired.
Yeah, but then didn't you read the rest of the article or no?
I did.
Oh, you only
I just read the good part. I love that part. What did he say? What I miss? Let me know what I missed.
He went on to say, "There's sometimes where you can be too unselfish, and so I'm fine with them retiring my jersey."
Oh,
Basically,
so he
the
flipped
end of
it back?
yes.
Okay.
He said he had said that to
Yeah,
them.
okay.
They had he said they had approached him at one point about it.
Putting it up there. Yeah.
And he said, I don't want to be up there if everybody else can't be up there. And he goes, but
keeping my jersey up there.
I mean, that's a ridiculous thing to say. Can you imagine if friggin' Tony Allen, who's getting his jersey retired, be like, you know what, I don't want to be up there unless you're going to put Vince Carter's up there too. Like, we all played a part in that. John Lewis should be up there too. Like, what?
Yeah.
No, they shouldn't.
No, actually.
Like, they weren't first team All-American. You were.
Bano gets a jersey.
Yeah.
He gets his jersey in the
I
rafters.
would
Yeah.
love to have.
Dev, you need to ask some people here. I remember, God, they have so much crap still laying around from the past years.
Yeah.
I remember because the Grizzlies were not a big deal here and the Tigers were everything. They sold Bulls #1 Rose jerseys, Nets 14 CDR jerseys, and Dorsey #3 Rockets jerseys in that team store.
Yeah.
They used to. Maybe they have some of them laying around somewhere.
I'm telling you, one day I'm gonna pop up with the number
Never know.
14 Nets jersey, bro.
Yep.
Shout out CDR, man.
Number 4, NBA weekend. All right, so the two biggest things coming out of the weekend were that Saturday game that everybody was looking forward to is a national TV game on ABC. And I tuned it in just to see what I'd see, which is the Lakers and the Nuggets. And I texted you guys during it, and I was like, oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Yeah, 77 figured it out.
Oh, boy. Yeah, Luka had 32, 10, and 7. Imagine this. Luka Doncic is awesome again. That took about 3 days.
That's why you don't jump off a cliff, Vernon.
I mean, good grief. He was so good, and they looked so good against Denver. I kept waiting for Denver to be able to make a run against them, and it was like they'd come down, they'd swing, hit a 3, come right back down, Austin Reeves, bang, 3. And it was like they played so hard and they played so well as a group. I was mega impressed by the Lakers. I was on Saturday night.
That same night
That was the hottest team in the league, Denver. The hottest team in the league.
Yeah, they won 9 in
and
a
it
row.
is not easy to win there. and they ran them out.
Stomped him out. How do you feel about the Rockets kind of like free falling? Because they lost to the Jazz, I think. Saturday.
They got to get. Is Van Vliet back? I didn't see them over the weekend. I mean,
they got Jabari. I know they got Jabari back.
I know, but they've got to get Van Vliet back in the mix. Was he back yet?
Nah, he didn't play. He didn't play.
Then okay.
But they lost.
That's
Tell
when the
me
free
when
fall
they have
started.
him back. Yes.
They lost.
No, the whole free fall started with Van Vliet going out. They have to have him to organize things. He's the adult.
Yeah, the
rest of it is just AAU. Yeah. Whoever's got the ball. Amen does his thing. Jalen does his thing. It's like,
yeah, bro, you're starting Jalen Green at point guard.
Van Vliet makes that whole thing go. Yeah. Honestly, just not because of they don't have another point guard to like just set it up.
They really don't. Not on the roster at all. Like
it's Reed, and they won't play him.
Yeah, they won't put him out there. Yeah. Yeah, they lost 8 of their last 11. They're 3-7 in their last 10.
It's all direct correlation.
Because the Lakers are climbing. The Lakers just jumped them in the seeds, in the rankings.
He got hurt right after they played here.
Yep.
It's like the next game against the Clippers, right?
Rub your sweat on Jaren, bro. You wouldn't have got hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Keep your sweat to yourself.
They just need to get him back. So that's. But I will say, I was mega impressed with the Lakers over the weekend. And look, I was one of those that told you at the trade deadline, I was like, bro, I told you I look at the Lakers differently and I look at the Warriors much differently. And the Warriors have been cracking since they've got like the Jimmy Butler thing. We'll see if it is a honeymoon or if it is here to stay. But they are another one that stands out dramatically because, again, they played another game yesterday.
They bombed out Dallas.
And they just destroyed Dallas. And my thing on the whole, no matter what you think of Jimmy Butler, it's just the impact it can have on. Sometimes you get things that can enhance your best players. And it's like, look at what Curry's been doing since they got him in the fold. There's somebody else you got to worry about. It's a player you got to worry about. Nobody gives a shit about Andrew Wiggins, bro. I don't care. They don't care about Moses Moody. They don't care about Pods. They don't care about any of these players. There was not one other player that I was worried about busting your ass, especially in the absence of Kuminga, and I'm not worried about him either.
Yeah,
but there was not a player like that. It's like, bro, go ahead. If you want to load up on Curry, Jimmy Butler will wear you out. And he's going to the free throw line 10 times a game.
Yeah, he kind of like learning how to fit in. It's not like a ISO Jimmy. It's like I'm getting dunker spot buckets. I'm getting pocket pop buckets. Post up buckets.
He does that pump fake, gets you in the air.
It's not even like, it ain't a lot of like ISO.
And he looks happy.
Yeah. Like you said, it could be
every time you get your money. Jimmy Butler, when Jimmy Butler gets his money, he is always happy and makes your team infinitely better. Anytime you don't give Jimmy Butler money, it is a sabotage. That's it. Yeah. So as long as you tell me he got his money, I love it.
Yeah.
Right? And they took care of that. Right? Hey, that was the second they traded for him. Like, hey, and here's your money.
Mm-hmm. So
can we all be happy now?
Come play basketball, my guy.
And he's fine.
Yeah.
He is always fine as long as he's got his contract. If you don't give him a contract, it is whatever the opposite of fine is. Another one that we got to pay attention to is the Celtics, who people were like, they had that stretch where they were 500. People were like,
they're going through the motions. Yeah. They were.
I mean, you could just tell. But man, this Knicks team can't handle them.
No. And that's why they made that trade.
They busted their ass on opening night.
And they can't.
Then they just spanked them on national TV.
And the other thing is
they were up, 19 at the end of the first quarter yesterday, too?
Bro, and they played Towns 33 of the first 36 minutes of the game. Yeah. We don't even have players play 33 minutes.
Tim said, bro, we better try to win this joint, bro.
They did.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Also, made me feel a little bit better that the Pacers destroyed the Clippers. That was good.
There you go, yeah.
Right? Because that was one of the losses that the Grizzlies took. The Pacers have kept on cracking.
Hey, shout out to the Pistons, too, bro. 6 in a row.
The best. 148 is a massive number.
Yeah, they've been hooping, bro. You see that stat that
I'm happy for our guy, JB.
Omari Sankofu, bro, had on the Pistons thing. It went viral, I think. Let me find it.
What about the Pistons thing?
It was it was a crazy stat about them. Oh, here it goes. The Pistons from 2022 to 2024, 31 and 133 overall. Pistons in 2024, 2025, 31 and 26.
Crazy.
The flip is
crazy.
Amazing, bro.
Well, Cunningham is
Oh, yeah.
Superstar.
Yeah.
He's made the ascent.
Yeah.
38, 12, and 7.
They've been hooping. Go Pokes.
He is, he is having a monster year.
Yes, he is.
Cade Cunningham is averaging 26 points, 9.5 assists, and 6.3 rebounds.
Sheesh.
That's unbelievable.
That's what they thought he was going to be, bro.
Right?
Number one
Last 10
pick.
are 29, 10, and 5.
Number one pick, bro. Shaw K, man.
So, hey, look, and I know you've been defending him and standing in front of the house on fire saying everything's going to be fine, but we want our superstar to play like a superstar, too.
Yeah, I understand.
You know what I mean? That's what a superstar does.
Yeah.
And he was up against Trae Young, who had 38 and 13. Like, that's all I want. Just show back up. Be that.
21 and 10 ain't bad.
Be that.
21 and 10 ain't that
21
bad.
and 10 is Tyus Jones numbers.
Is it?
Hold on.
I saw Tyus have a lot of games
21
like
and
that.
10 is not Tyus Jones.
come on.
numbers. Come on, bro.
21 and 10 is it's
He
fine.
would be a max
It's fine.
player.
No.
How many times you think, respectfully, and I love Tyus to death, how many times you think Tyus had 21 and 10
I don't know.
in the National Basketball Association?
I don't know.
It said Tyus Jones.
He had it for us. Tyus Jones had big games for us, and when he saved our season 2 years ago.
He did save us. He did
Saved
save
our
us.
season.
Shout out Tyus, man.
Boy, his team sucks. They got their ass kicked by the Raptors.
Yeah, they did.
You see that?
Yeah,
that was
tough.
crazy.
That was tough.
What is the point of you?
And we'll see them on Tuesday. Come on, KD, bro. He don't even play that. Bro, he don't even start no more.
Who?
Oh, my gosh.
Tyus?
Oh, my gosh. You want me to, like I said, I love Tyus to death. I'm going to read you his stat line from the Raptors game. 15 minutes, 0 points, 3 assists, 1 steal, 3 turnovers.
It's a very rare one.
Look at that, bro.
He never has a 1-for-1 assist to
That's
turnover
what I'm
ratio.
saying. Like, the Suns broke him. Come back home, Tyus.
Yeah, there's only
Come back home.
Come back home.
If you round up, there's only 3 players who average at least 21 points and 10 assists.
Thank
a game
you,
in the
Vernon.
league.
I mean, thank
It
you,
was
Rosie.
one game.
Thank you,
Cade
Rosie.
He
Cunningham.
doesn't average that.
I'm just saying. That's
He doesn't
I
average
just
that.
said. Well, you said that's it's a Tyus Jones thing.
I said it's a Tyus Jones game.
Name the 3.
Trae Young.
Trae Young, yeah.
21 and 10.
Yeah.
Jokic.
Jokic, Trae
Trae
Young.
Young. And it's not Cade, is it?
It's Cade.
It's Cade.
Oh.
Yeah, we get that easy. Light work.
Cade.
Too easy.
Too easy. Come on, man.
Yeah. And by the way,
It should have been easy.
I didn't say averaged. It was one game.
What does Ja average?
Let me see.
14 and 8.
He does not average
kidding.
14 points.
I'm just busting ass.
Are you Dr. Thunder today?
I'm busting
I know,
ass.
right?
Yeah, what's
I'm
up
just
here?
busting.
You sound like the people on the internet.
I'm busting chops.
20.5 and 7 assists.
7.5, yeah. 20.5 and 7.
But I do feel you on that. I want to see the.
Yeah, I just want, have that stretch.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Cade Cunningham is I think Ja is that level.
Yeah, you want NBA Central to post last 5 games
Yeah.
from John Morant. 30 points. You want to do that?
Yep.
John Morant's on fire.
Yep.
Yeah, you want to do that. I feel you. I feel you on that.
Ja back? Question mark.
That's what we need. I like that.
That's what I need.
I need that. I need that too.
That's what I need.
NBA Central to post that.
Number 5, college football's got a big weekend or big week ahead. So they are meeting this week in Dallas. And the reason I'm mentioning this is because the college football playoff that's the future of the college football playoff is what's going to be discussed in Dallas this week. And the commissioners are all meeting, and there's a college football playoff management committee, and they're going to discuss whether to change how teams are seeded in the 12-team field this fall. A tweak that would alter which teams are in first-round buys and an automatic $4 million for reaching the quarterfinal. While the bulk of the meeting is expected to focus on 2025, debate around automatic qualification for the playoff in 2026 and beyond is at some point inevitable. The playoff appears to be rolling towards a 14-team field. So this is not going to be for long that we have this 12-teamer. It's going to be 14 teams really quickly, like within 2 years, it sounds like. And everybody's for that. right? The more the merrier, right?
Right.
And obviously, I saw one of the quotes from Ole Miss's AD. He's like, "Yeah, we're all for it. I bet you are,
Yeah.
right? Because you would have been in a 14 probably." A model that guaranteed 4 spots for each for the SEC and the Big Ten, 2 for the ACC and the Big 12, 1 for the Group of 5, and another at-large, which could account for Notre Dame. And it says they met last week. The Big Ten and the SEC met last week in New Orleans and have the bulk of the control over the playoff format starting in 2026. So really, we're just trying to figure out like what we're going to do for 2025. And evidently, they've got to get like a unanimous vote. Like it has to be everybody agrees.
Yeah.
Or else it's not. But at the very least, we got to pray that these bozos come together and change the seeding. Because that was stupid. It worked out because Ohio State ended up just mauling everybody and proved themselves by beating. But, like, their path was stupid.
Yeah.
What they had to do. And the fact that we had that, like, what was it, Boise and who was the second round? Boise and Penn State or something?
Yeah.
And it was like, well, Penn State got beat in the Big Ten, but somehow their opponent is not as good as. Whereas, Ohio State's having to play Tennessee and then
Or they play Tennessee,
Oregon. It's
Oregon.
Like, God.
Yeah.
Okay, this has got to be fixed, right? You got to fix this seeding thing. So here, I'm hopeful that the seeding is going to change. It says, could the seedings change this fall? This is Heather Dinich's article. Yes, but only if everyone in the room unanimously agrees to it. Multiple sources have expressed skepticism in recent days about that happening without some negotiations. Some sources have also wondered if it's worth the debate, knowing it's only for one season before the substantial changes are implemented in 2026. So we're about to find out if, like, are they just going to, like, wave the white flag and say, you know what, yeah, the seeding thing is goofy, but it's just one more year. So
Right.
we're not going to fight.
Oh, yeah, Ohio
And I
State.
just don't want to have the fight over this. But, I mean, obviously, my opinion would be, dude, I don't care if it's just for 1 year. Change it to what's better.
Right.
Like,
Get us the best games.
Yeah.
Get us the best.
yeah,
matchups.
have some semblance of fairness. You can't have the team that win the Big Ten have a way harder road than the team that lost the Big Ten. That's not right.
Yeah, Ohio State had played
Exactly.
Tennessee, Oregon, Texas, and then Notre Dame. Penn State played.
That's crazy.
Penn State played SMU and Boise, and then lost to Notre Dame.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Bro, how did the team that won it play SMU? Or I'm sorry, how did they get to play SMU and Boise, and somehow Ohio State had to play Tennessee and Oregon?
Yeah.
Oregon's the best team in the country.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They spanked them, but yeah, that was the
killed
best team in the
them.
country at the time. Yeah, that's
Wild.
Yeah, they got to fix that.
They got to fix it,
So
even if
14
it's just for 1 year. Fix that.
14
Yeah.
to make it even, huh? They'll even it up. So there's no
I mean,
buys.
dude, 14 then becomes 16, becomes. I mean,
My
You
kids,
know the way
my
this
kids gonna
works.
see a 30-team playoff. When I have kids, they're gonna see a
And
30
then
team.
the regular
Honestly,
season's not
no
gonna
lie.
matter.
the playoffs sucked.
Yeah, oh yeah.
The only thing I remember is Scattaboo. I'm not kidding.
Because you
I mean, I remember Ohio State mashing people, but those games were terrible.
if you wanted competitive games,
What
I
was
re-
good?
I
Ohio State running through
remember
everybody was the only.
we had a game that night, but I remember the ending because we were. It was like what me and you and I think.
Oh, SMU Notre Dame?
No, it was Notre Dame Penn State when
Yeah.
Aller freaking threw that pick.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. I
When they
was
got the
thinking,
ball back and
I,
did
I,
the-
was,
yeah,
I
yeah.
was thinking of SMU Clemson. That was the,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the
ACC.
best. That was probably
And
the best
I remember because it was shocking.
But that was not a good game.
It was shocking what Notre Dame.
well, I guess it was a good game. They turned up.
We were shocked what Notre Dame did to Georgia.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Notre Dame was kind of the surprise.
But it
run.
wasn't fun.
No. By the time we got to the title game, we were exhausted. It was on MLK Day, which was we
Yeah.
had the Timberwolves here. It was also like the inauguration day. Like
was a
it
lot
was.
going on.
there was a
Arizona
lot
State
going
was
on.
awesome.
Yeah, the story was
That game was amazing.
Yeah. Arizona State, Texas was great.
Amazing.
Great game.
Other than that, forgettable.
Ohio
Yeah.
State stomping everybody out.
Yeah. So I hope they change it, even if it's just for 1 year. All right, take a quick break. Come back after this. Chris Vernon Show.
When it's all on the line, you turn to the strong, the stable, the unwavering. To those with a history of raising their performance to meet the moment. It's true in basketball. It's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle. Play hard. Bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by August 31st. And you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing compares to catching your Grizzlies IRL. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight. Put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get Grizzlies tickets at Ticketmaster. Whether they're here at FedEx Forum or on the road, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. And there's no better brag than saying you saw it live.
Can't wait. It's time to get it popping. It's going to be crazy. The fans are going to be loud. We need just energy.
Behind the back to Jared for the flush.
We're going to need, the Forum rocking. We're going to need, everybody in Memphis to be out there to come to support.
When the fans are good, we're good. Simple as that.
A Bane 3. Yes, sir. Desmond Bane with ice water in his veins.
We'll ride the energy together.
At the National Civil Rights Museum, history moves us forward. The question remains, how does history move you?
Keep on walking, keep on talking, marching up to freedom land.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing beats catching your Grizzlies IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you're catching the Grizzlies at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Grizzlies tickets today. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Memphis.
Where will Aaron Rodgers play?
Gosh.
God, I can't believe we're doing this again.
You know who it's going to be.
Oh.
Tennessee Titans. Tighten up.
Oh, no.
You know they're going to do it. You know they're going to do it.
Oh, no.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Our fans have a huge impact on our ability to play to the level that we're striving for.
Drop off, Morant. Oh! Well, you wanted home crowd involvement.
I love those moments where you see our guys engaging in the fans, and the fans just get pumped up.
They are standing at FedEx Forum.
I would hate to be on the other side with the opposition when FedEx Forum's rolling. That's such an unbelievable relationship that our group has with our fans.
When it's all on the line, you turn to the strong, the stable, the unwavering. To those with a history of raising their performance to meet the moment. It's true in basketball. It's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle. Play hard. Bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by August 31st. And you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing beats catching your Grizzlies IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you're catching the Grizzlies at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Grizzlies tickets today. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Memphis.
Are you aware of the story of Larry Brown and John Calipari coming to see you at an AAU tournament?
I knew Coach Calipari was in the crowd. I had this incredible game. I had maybe 17 dunks in the first half or something. One of my guys was like, "Yeah, I think Coach Calipari was speaking with one of the NBA scouts, and they're saying, yeah, you're not going to go to college, bro. You're going straight to the league." I was like, "That's the plan, but if I don't, I definitely want to go to Memphis," and that's how I went down.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Welcome back to the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, back to your host, Chris Vernon.
Outside with the G's and the homies. OG fresh out ducking the police. White t-shirt, locs on, riding dirty. Trick, don't talk to me when I'm counting up money. Yeah, west side, east side, it's active. I just stepped in the party, what's cracking? I just seen the enemies, but they lack. Yeah, we really with the business. They don't want no action.
All right, we're back. Chris Vernon Show. Let's knock out these last 5 for the weekend. Number 6, what'd you watch?
Hey.
Oh, I got a couple things.
I got a couple things too. I'm gonna let you go first. You go first though.
All right. I finished Court of Gold.
Okay.
You guys both finished it prior.
No, I have not.
You haven't?
I've still got one. Wait, it's 6 episodes,
6
right?
episodes,
I've got
yeah.
the 6 to watch
I
still.
finished it, but yeah.
You finished?
Yeah.
I'm watching it tonight.
I loved it.
Yes.
I thought it was
amazing.
Great. 10.
Yes.
10 out of 10. I loved it. One of my favorites, honestly.
Perfect showcase for the NBA.
The access they got, the interviews they chose, kind of some of the stories that they set up. I thought the whole setting up Evan Fournier being kind of like a prick in the media,
They
but
did.
then Evan Fournier hitting the huge shot when it mattered most, and then the Serbia stuff, I love their coach calling them a bunch of effing wimps.
Yeah.
And I love the stuff in their locker room. I love how ridiculously hammered they got after. There are so many things that I will remember from that I love, that I just felt like they did an amazing job capturing that basketball tournament. I really did.
Yeah.
It
humanized them, then made them like figures, like NBA figures at the same time.
Yes.
Right? Like it was the best of both worlds. Where like it humanized guys, but also it let you know like, yo, these dudes are the best in the world.
Dude, I loved Batum's halftime speech.
Oh, yes.
Dude, he was yelling.
Yeah.
Oh, it was good. I love the Wemby stuff. I love the. I will say, I don't know if you guys got this feeling too, because I don't want to spoil it for anybody.
I mean, I think people already know.
I understand, but one thing that I noticed as I was watching that. So you've gotten through Canada losing, right?
Yes.
When SGA was talking, what do you think about that?
The SGA.
Oh, you guys talked
locker,
about that.
He
Yeah.
didn't seem comfortable with it.
That's fine,
yeah,
but I will say, you know where I got like a bad feeling about them, and I don't know if I don't know what the response to him was, and he's doing a very good job at Brooklyn. The Jordy Fernandez thing was weird, and I thought. I don't like coaches going in talking about what we don't need to do at the beginning, right? Where he was talking about basically the refs and we're just going to keep on playing and all this kind of stuff. And then he has this meltdown over the refs. And it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't think it's the most healthy thing to go into a game talking about the bad things that are inevitably going to be taking place. Whereas that was just me watching it.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, maybe there is a little revision, like where you can go back and confirmation bias. It's like, oh, well, they won, so that's going to sound. But I liked the way France set it up, which was basically, bro, you have one chance. This is your life on the line. They think you're soft. We're going to go play with force. We're the ones that are going to punch them first. We're the ones. You got to be all out. And it's like, I felt like his team ran through a wall for him. And I felt like the Canadians were constantly getting frustrated, but it had been set up in the locker room that they were going to get frustrated.
Your coach basically said it, and then y'all went out there and did exactly what he said.
Right. And it's like, I don't know, man. And the other thing is, it's also weird. I felt like this is just my opinion from watching Court of Gold. And again, this may be goofy. I thought not having like these guys had like old Serbians, old French dudes, Steve Kerr, whatever. I felt like they didn't, if that's not Jordy Fernandez, who looks like he's 14 and he's not even Canadian, I don't think they get disrespected by the refs like that.
Yeah.
Because he's constantly like, it was like a mouse talking to him. But I don't think they would have disrespected the other coaches in that way. You know what I mean? With the 25-6 free throws and all this kind, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I felt like if I'm watching that, I'm thinking, bro, Jordy Fernandez, really good basketball coach. I respect Jordy Fernandez. He's done a good job with Brooklyn. He's got them. I mean, they have no reason to be playing hard.
Yeah.
He gets them playing hard, right?
Hit a game winner this weekend.
But that being said, I also felt like, you know, going in there with a young, inexperienced coach that nobody knows, who isn't married to the country at all, I don't think that does you any favors. I feel like you're gonna get more respect when you see the juxtaposition between the other coaches.
Yeah.
It's like freaking, you look over the sideline, it's Steve Kerr, Greg Popovich, and Eric Spoelstra.
And the Serbian coach and the Serbian coach has been around for like 50 years.
And the French coach has been coaching Batum since he was 14.
Yeah, and he's it's a new dude on a Canadian team.
Anyway, loved Court of Gold. Yeah. I can't recommend that more. I thought it was great. The only other thing I watched, I think, outside of like YouTube stuff, was when you text me after our game was off Friday. SmackDown.
Oh, Lord. They're going to bring it up, bro. The most awkward, weirdest.
And you told me The Rock was on. I got excited.
And all he did was announce WrestleMania is going to be in New Orleans.
No.
He told Cody Rhodes he wants his soul.
Yeah.
It was the weirdest.
It was so weird.
Most bizarre, horrible promo. Honestly,
especially for The Rock.
I've never been bored with The Rock.
No, it was.
Yeah.
The Rock took 20 minutes. He's like, I want you to be my champion, Cody. And Cody Rhodes was like, and he's like,
I don't want your championship.
I don't want your belt. I want your soul.
And Cody's like, what?
And everybody's like, what does this mean? And then The Rock like walks out.
It was probably one of the weirdest segments in wrestling in the last couple of years. Bro.
People were like, "Rock got some kind of CTE going on.
Bro.
What is going on? I want your soul."
I mean,
and then of course I talked to a wrestling fan the next day. They're like, "Maybe they were just setting up whatever's to come." I'm like,
no, bro.
No, that's just terrible.
And he was
he's gonna take his soul eventually?
I know,
no, right? Look, he was like flip flopping like during the promo too. He was like being a bad guy.
Yeah.
Then he was being a good guy. He was being a bad guy.
He couldn't decide what to do.
He couldn't figure it out. Like he was like, I own the WWE. Then like I know somebody that owns this. He's like, shut the hell up. Like,
yeah.
He was like, it was a weird.
Yeah, the only funny part was when some lady yelled and he's like, "Shut up before I slap that syphilis off your face." And I was like, so we're being bad again?
Yeah, it was weird. He came out to Lil Wayne's song though, the Block Aside. But yeah, it was a weird promo.
I've never seen The Rock not entertain me, and I was so bored.
You went with the I Want Your Soul code.
What happened to the final boss?
I know.
I think they're setting up. If you remember this, just as a wrestling fan perspective, I think they're setting up. Do you remember when the Rock joined the corporation?
Yes.
Remember Corporate Rock?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
they're trying to set up the corporate Cody, right?
Dude, I was there.
For Corporate Rock? When he flipped?
Survivor Series, 1998.
Yeah.
I was there. He wins. Vince McMahon gets in the ring and they start hugging each other. The Rock was the biggest thing in the world. I'm not kidding you.
Uh-huh.
I'm walking out. This is at the Kiel Center in St. Louis, Missouri.
Uh-huh.
Me and my friends are there. You could see us at the beginning when they scanned the crowd. Hey, this guy sold more gear than anybody because he had the Brahma Bull thing going.
Yep.
People were throwing their Rock gear in the trash cans on their way out.
Really?
Oh, yeah. The gear they had bought. Throwing it.
That's real heat.
In trash cans.
That's real heat, boy.
I've never seen a group of people more mad in my life.
That's
when
what
he
was real.
hugged Vince McMahon in the ring.
Yeah.
It was like their whole life got turned upside down.
That's what
was
real,
awesome.
bro. That's what wrestling was
It's
real.
real.
I know. Oh, yeah, it was a
meant
different
more.
world then.
It meant more
No
back
social
then.
media, no
Yeah.
nothing.
No, it was real.
Yeah,
No.
and you don't see nobody do that now, bro.
No.
When Stone Cold attacked Vince McMahon in the
was real.
hospital, that was real.
that was
Yes.
real. So yeah, that's what they're probably. I think there's.
When Val Venus.
he got his penis chopped.
Big
Choppy,
Valboski.
The big Valboski.
Big Valboski.
All right.
But yeah, so I think they're trying to set that up.
Corporate Cody?
Corporate
Wait, like
Cody.
he's going to turn heel? How do they turn Cody heel?
They had gotten the Rock.
They'll try to do
I
it.
thought they were making him like John Cena.
And the Rock Cody thing was so good last year, too. That's what made me mad.
Because he was like, your mom hangs out with my mom
I
and
know.
your kid. And I'm like, bro, what are we doing?
I loved it last year. I went to Disney World. I bought one of those fanny packs that looks like a WWE belt.
Mm-hmm.
And I wore that around Disney World. And I can't tell you how many people came up to me at Disney World. They're like, you're not a Cody crybaby, are you? And I was
Yeah.
like, no, man.
See, we need that back.
I know.
See, but The Rock's on TV talking
Cody's
about.
got to finish his story.
Now
He
he's
was
talking
so
about-
good.
Now
It
he's
was
talking
so
about
good.
taking
So good
souls.
as the final
I
boss.
don't know what happened to The Rock.
Well, he's got to go film. He's going to be in Martin Scorsese's new movie.
He is?
Him and who else is in it with him?
He was talking about freaking Moana on SmackDown.
I know.
He was like, I came back from filming Moana that made millions and millions. I'm like, what
Yeah,
are you-
him and
what are we
DiCaprio.
talking about right
And
now?
when he came in there and he was like, well, when the Saints go marching in. I was like, what is going on?
He was like, don't sing with me. I'm like, what are you doing?
No, it's
So
terrible.
he is
all-time worst Rock moment.
The
Yeah, that was a
Rock
bad
is
Rock
going to
moment.
be
It was a bad
in
one.
Martin Scorsese's next movie. DiCaprio is going to be the lead actor. Emily Blunt is in it. He is basically, his character is being described as Jimmy, Robert De Niro's character from Goodfellas, but as a Hawaiian crime boss.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So he's Maui from Moana.
I've never seen Moana, but sure, let's go.
Grow up. All right. Go.
I've seen the cartoon movie.
Grow up.
Yeah, bro. How about you
Grow up, bro.
That would be weird if I went and started watching Moana.
No, it wouldn't.
No, it
Yeah,
wouldn't.
I think it would be.
Great.
You should watch more cartoon movies, bro. It's good for the
All
soul.
right. What you got?
I watched two things. The number one is a wrestling thing. It's this new TV show. I think y'all would enjoy it.
Okay.
It's called WWE LFG. It stands
WWE LFG.
Yeah, it stands for Legends and Future Greats.
Oh.
So
Well, that's promising.
there you go. So you remember Tough Enough when they used to have WWE Tough Enough back in the day?
What is this on?
A&E.
A&E?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like the new Tough Enough where they're trying to find WWE stars at the Performance Center. So they found like 10 of like the biggest, like not the biggest, like
Up and comers?
the most promising, like they've never been on TV before.
Oh.
They just work out at the Performance Center, and they're the coaches are Bubba Ray Dudley,
Yep.
Booker T,
Yep.
The Undertaker,
Oh.
and Mickey James.
Okay.
And they're all like with different coaches, and they're trying to see who's gonna be whoever wins the
Oh,
contract.
it's almost like a reality show.
reality
huh?
show. It's like Tough Enough. It's like the new Tough Enough where they're trying to like.
And they're trying to get a star out of this?
Trying to make a star out of this. They like put them through challenges. They do like little side missions, and whoever gets at the end gets like big contract and gets.
So are any of them what I love, which is like a character?
Oh yeah.
That's like wears some kind of get up and is like not just like
Tom Jones.
Yeah.
You hate the people.
I
with
hate
first and last names.
Yeah, I want like the sacrificer, or like
What's
who does he
The
sacrifices?
sacrificer.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I'm just saying. I want
He
like
wants characters, bro.
Yeah,
He
I
don't-
want characters.
He doesn't want like real life people. Like he wants like real.
Yeah, I like that.
You might recognize some of these
I
people.
like the fantasy of it all. I do.
Yeah.
I don't want like, Bob Johnson.
Yeah, you don't like that.
No,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hate when they have their own names. I like The Undertaker.
It's a great character.
I like
Vader.
Huh?
Dewdrop.
Yes.
You want? That's what you.
Bray
want.
Wyatt was always in character.
Yes. Yeah.
He was always a character.
Yeah.
I didn't know what he's probably a totally normal dude.
That's probably what you like. Probably like Solo Sikoa then. Not Solo Sikoa. Jacob Fatu.
Yes.
He's always in character.
Yes.
But they say he's the nicest human off the mic.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
But he's always like, I'll beat your ass. Like when he's on the mic. Yeah.
I like the guys that are, I like characters.
Yeah. There's a
Tugboat.
Gold Dust.
Yeah. Hillbilly Jim, Junkyard Dog,
Oh, man.
Brutus the Barber Beefcake,
Yeah.
Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Yeah, that's what you like.
That's what I grew up with. That's what I love. I want them to be
Characters.
Yes,
Yeah.
characters.
You don't like Kevin Owens.
No, Hercules.
That's why you
Adrian
hate,
Adonis,
like
George the Animal Steel.
You hate Bobby Lashley because you think he needs to be a
George
character.
the Animal Steel was crazy. Like licking,
I loved it.
He was like licking everybody's head.
No, but then he would eat the turnbuckle.
Yeah, he would. Oh no, the licking the head. That was the Bushwhackers. The Bushwhackers used to do that
The
crap.
headbangers, like
They'd
that's what
always
you want.
lick
George the Animal
everybody.
Steel had like a green tongue, and
Hacksaw.
he kept trying to steal like Miss Elizabeth, like it was like King Kong and
He was
Jane.
yeah, really. That was so crazy.
I'm here to tell you, I've only seen 2 episodes, so I don't know.
Yes.
but it is like a couple people you may recognize.
What's the-
Okay.
Because there's like former like college football players,
Oh, okay.
former Olympians that are like training at the performance center, and then they picked them out for the show.
Haven't they already signed? Didn't they sign the Cavender twins?
They did.
Is it
Yeah.
boys and girls?
Boys and girls.
Okay.
So
Have
it's, I think
they,
it's 5. I want to say 5 and 5.
What's the show that's on Tubi that they just started?
WWE.
Yeah.
Evolve.
Is
it
it-
started? Yeah, it started like March 10th or something.
Oh,
like that.
okay.
So
What-
it's like the lower level.
How many episodes of this have been out?
2.
2. Okay.
I've only-
All right, so
I've
that's
only
easy
seen
to
2.
catch up on.
Yeah.
Is it worth watching?
I think so too.
You like it?
Because these people may be stars.
Yeah.
Like these people may be people you see.
It's on A&E.
A&E.
Man, they're gonna make watching wrestling a full-time gig now.
Oh yeah.
If you watch all of these shows, like
I know.
it really is. They're gonna turn it into like you gotta watch it every night.
tapped in, that's my thing.
All right.
That's all I got.
I continued watching. I think I've got 1 episode left. The Pit,
Oh yeah.
which I heard you talking to
Yeah,
Jacoby.
Jacoby likes it.
I'm the one who
Yep.
told you that. Yeah, no,
And?
it's freaking great.
You love it.
Yeah, the show's great. So it's gonna be the first season's gonna be 15
It's
episodes.
the doctor one, right?
Yeah, it's
hospital?
gonna be 15 episodes. I think the first 8 are out right now. So,
What is it on?
Max.
Max.
Yeah.
I walked through the other day. My wife was watching something on Netflix. SWAT? Is that a show on Netflix?
That was on
or something?
CBS years ago.
Oh, okay. That's what she was watching.
With like LL Cool J and Chris
I don't know.
O'Donnell.
I don't know. I didn't know if it was a new version of it or
Yeah.
not. I don't know. Okay. Number 7, Hustle. All right, Roser.
Oh, boy.
Give us a rundown.
Yesterday, probably I would say that's the best win of the season. Yesterday.
Come off a back-to-back?
That
Okay, Hustle.
Celtics team had won 8 in a row. They had not.
Wait. So you played twice.
We played twice. We played Saturday and Sunday. We played Sunday at 7. Then that game didn't end until like almost 9:30.
You mean Saturday?
Saturday, yes.
Yeah.
Saturday did not end until almost 9:30. We beat Rio Grande Valley, avenged our loss we took to them on.
Avenged!
Yeah.
I was there. I was
Yeah.
a witness.
And?
I was there. I love the short king battle between Yuki and.
Noel?
I loved.
Noel scored 44.
He did.
He scored like 30 of them in the 30 something in the second half. It was
awesome.
crazy.
That
Yeah.
dude is cold. I love how Yuki tried to post him up at one point. I was like, bro, where you?
We get another crazy Roser call?
Which one?
We got a Roser call. Oh,
What do we have? Deshaun Nix?
Oh yeah, he got hammered on by Mal Pereira.
Oh.
Mal traveled a little bit, but they don't call it.
Pereira down the lane. Right hand on your head, Knicks. Deal with it.
hey, it's crazy you did that. Because he was trying to fight everybody on the hustle team.
Deal with it.
Dude,
He tried to
Why
fight
you telling him
everybody.
to deal with it?
I don't know. It's the first
He's
thing that
trying
came
to
to my
fight
head. It's just what I said. I don't know.
Yeah, he was trying to fight everybody on the hustle
Dude.
team.
He is. When I texted you and asked you for hoopers, like
Yeah.
your list of hoopers, it was an honor of him because that dude, like, he was just on a 10-day with the Kings. Came off a 10-day, never even played with them, and then just like he just looks like he rolls out of bed.
Where do I
Alright.
remember him from college?
He played for the Ignite. He was gonna go to UCLA, and he played for the Ignite.
Okay.
He ended up playing for the Ignite.
Okay, so it must have been overtime elite.
But he is also like, dude, he's like chubby, like does not keep himself in
Yeah,
shape.
he does not
and
eat,
he just
bro.
freaking goes and plays basketball, and he's crazy as hell. He had to be told to stop talking to our bench because he was talking to our bench. So then he would
hit a
just stare
three.
at him instead of talking to them.
three at one
Did
point,
Yuki play
like-
good on
and then it's-
Friday? Or I mean Saturday?
No, the
No.
shooting's not there.
What
He
about
shot the ball-
Baycott?
He did
Baycott
shoot the ball
went
better.
viral over the weekend for Shaq.
Shaq thing.
The
Yeah,
Shaq thing.
Armando had a double on. I think Armando had double doubles in both of the games.
What's Buddy's,
Armando's solid.
Number 2, Stewart.
Stewie
That
can
mother
play,
right
man.
there?
Stewie's
DJ
good.
Stewart?
Bro.
Yeah.
He's averaging like right at like 20 a game.
And you said Zion Pullen didn't play?
He didn't play in either one of them.
Okay,
Cam
so what was
Spencer,
yesterday?
Cam Spencer played in both of them. Cam's awesome.
Cam is awesome.
Cam's awesome. We've kind of had some of the same things the Grizzlies have had issues with, beating some of the better teams.
Yep.
And we beat 2 of the good teams this weekend.
Who was yesterday?
The Maine Celtics. They've won 8 in a row. They're 5th in the East.
Oh, we just played them last weekend, right?
Yeah, we played
Davison?
them on February 10th, and they beat us pretty soundly. Beat us by 12. But no, they had not played since Thursday. We literally had a 7 o'clock game Saturday night, got done at 9:30. We turned around and played yesterday at 5 o'clock, our 3rd game in 4 days out of the break, and we handled them. Beginning to end, we handled them.
Did they have J.D. Davison?
They had Davison. They had 2 of their 3 two-ways. We had 2 of our 3 two-ways.
Damn right we did.
And we beat them.
Shout out Malachi, bro.
So
Malachi played the second game.
Malachi had not played in a couple games.
Who is
he had
Malachi?
An issue. Malachi Smith. He played at Gonzaga. He plays for us. He's bench guy, roll guy. He
Good.
was like perfect from the field. He's up
Cam
and
Spencer
down.
had how many?
Cam 25.
Oh, wow.
25, 6 assists.
Yeah. He had
All right.
25 in
Steals.
both games. Cam's awesome. Armando had a double-double. Stewart was good again.
Stewart can hoop, bro. You
Yeah.
should see. You should
Stewie
watch
can
him.
play.
TJ Stewart.
He can
Like,
play.
it's like slow.
Yeah.
Like it's like
Score. Played at Duke.
control my own pace type buckets.
Yeah.
Like he can get a bucket.
And these are without Zion Pullen,
Yeah.
who's very well may be the best player
Yeah.
outside
And they
of
did
Cam.
good against Davison. Davison scored 26, but he scored 14 of them in the 3rd quarter. Rest of this first half, he didn't really do anything. They keep him in check as good as you can. He's one of the top 5 scorers in the league. So
it's always strange, but they have a chance at the playoffs,
Yeah,
right?
we are in the playoffs right
Oh,
now. We're
nice.
6th. The top 6 in each conference make it. We're 6th right now.
All right.
We're 3 games back of 1.
Oh,
Of the
wow.
1. All the teams are bunched up together. So
Let's go, Nelson.
Austin and Stockton are tied for the 1. We play Stockton next, and then we play 2 against Santa Cruz, and Santa Cruz is 3rd. Stockton's freaking loaded.
As long as
Scala Bissier plays for them.
They got Scala Bissett, they got Mason Jones. They just added, it looks like Markelle Fultz may play for them.
Wait. Who?
Yeah, Markelle Fultz. Like,
That's
dude,
crazy.
they are loaded.
As long,
The team's stacked.
but honestly, as long as everybody stays healthy for the Grizzlies, you'll get to keep Cam, Zion Pullen. You'll get to keep the 2 ways, and you'll be good.
So
You guys will be loaded if you get to keep your 2 ways.
if we get to keep him, yeah. Also, former Tiger Boogie Ellis plays for Stockton too.
Bro, they got a squad.
Dude,
Boogie was awesome in summer
are
league.
Awesome. Like
He
they
was.
have, yeah. They
made a big impression on them.
They've lost a couple in a row, but that's because their guys haven't played. But they should have all of them now,
Wait,
and they're
ain't Scala
they're
like
stacked.
30 something, bro?
Yeah, dude, Skull in the next
How's
up
he
game. He's
so-
drafted 10 years ago.
Why is he in the same as you?
So
Number 8, NFL Combine. They're all going to be traveling
Let's
this
go.
week and headed to the NFL Combine. The big story today was that Shedeur Sanders is not going to throw at the Combine. I'm not sure that anybody particularly expected that to take place. If you remember, that makes the headline, like Sanders not expected to throw at the Combine, whatever. I mean, I would be shocked if Cam Ward did like last year. Caleb Williams didn't throw at the Combine. Drake May didn't throw at the Combine. Jaden Daniels didn't throw at the Combine. Like, these guys just do their pro days now, right? Like, but it also makes the Combine a little less fun. I will say, on the weekends, I like when the most amount of guys participate because I have found myself in years past just flipping it on the NFL Network, not so I can watch all of the drills necessarily. I like watching them all talk about all these players.
The stories and everything else, yeah,
And they talk about all these players, and then inevitably we will see highlights from like some of these 40 times, which are just get freaky. You just can't believe guys the size they are. There's going to be the stories about the guys running the 40s, and then I usually like the receiver drills too. Those are kind of fun. Like the Combine's actually. It doesn't make for terrible TV just because they usually have the NFL Network does a good job of who they hire. And
They
so
do.
it's usually a bunch of guys that are very well versed in all the prospects and are talking about all of them. But does kind of get things going where it's like, geez, man, you only got 6 weeks till the NFL draft. Yeah. It's kind of coming up on us. Not as good as last year's because last year was so quarterback loaded. This is really going to be Shedeur and Cam, it sounds like.
yeah.
Who's going to be the Bo Nix, who nobody expected to go in? What did he go, 12?
Yeah, he flew.
Penix went high, too.
Penix went high.
Like,
Penix
who
went
is
8.
He's a Jackson Dart?
Jackson Dart.
Bro, you showed me that thing about him possibly trying to run a 4.5. I'm like, bro.
Oh,
Jackson-
he is the one I can see lighting up the combine and having when he does these individual workouts, he's amazing.
Yeah.
Because he's got a rocket for an arm. He can move. Like he can
And
make.
he was a five-star.
He'll get in these workouts with teams and he will make every throw.
Our boy Seth gonna be there, so that's something to watch too. Seth Hennigan will be
Seth
in there.
Hennigan?
The Henny got one more for Seth Rosen.
One more for Seth.
Rock Taylor too.
So Bucky Brooks, who does it for the NFL Network, I'm sure he'll be on the broadcast as well. His top 5 that he listed, and I think that Kuiper's got Shedeur ahead of Cam as well, but he's got Shedeur, Cam Ward, Jackson Dart, so he's 3rd, Milroe 4, and then Kyle McCord, the kid from Syracuse, that was at Ohio State. He's,
Man, you want to talk about turning his career around.
I know, right?
He went to Syracuse and totally changed people's opinion on him.
Yeah, he's 5.
Why was he so bad at Ohio State?
Other ones.
Climate change.
So we got Shedeur, Cam, Jackson Dart, Quinn Ewers.
Okay. That's a far drop.
Will Howard.
How do you have all those guys ranked at Quinn?
Hey, listen to this. Will Howard.
Okay.
The kid from Ohio State. Dylan Gabriel.
Okay.
Tyler Show. The kid from, I don't even know how to say his name. The kid from Louisville. Riley Leonard from Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Make him a receiver.
Curtis York from Indiana. And then they have, at least on ESPN's NFL draft, when you click on it, 12 is Hennigan.
Hey, the Henny guy.
He is listed.
Hey, look, bro, that Senior Bowl might get him on some draft boards. He played well at the Senior Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Let the Cowboys draft Seth Hennigan. He's from Dallas.
His overall rank is 209. So that seems like it would be on the, how many kids get drafted? 190? No, it's more than that because they had supplementals, right?
You got the supplementals, yeah.
I think there's actually
my team rules the supplemental picks. Rules them.
Maybe Hennigan gets a little Purdy action.
You know what I'm saying?
Like at the very end, you know?
Maybe he's Mr. Irrelevant.
How many people got drafted last year in the NFL draft? What is the final number? Because it's not just 32 teams and 6 rounds or whatever.
7 rounds.
7 rounds. Well, then I guess he would fall into it no matter what.
200, at least 224 players.
224. Yeah. They've got his overall rank at 209.
Yeah. So
Hennigan.
That's about.
Is Hennigan gonna get drafted?
So 257.
257 was the total.
257 was the total.
Get drafted, bro. What is Rock? Do you see Rock Taylor on the receiver list at all? Because he's supposed to work out the combine. Because I could definitely see him being like one of those Anquan Bolden possession edge receivers.
You got Travis Hunter, number 1.
Of course.
McMillan, the kid from Arizona, too.
T-Rex.
Luther Burden.
Yep.
Agbuka from Ohio State. Matthew Golden from Texas. Trey Harris from Ole Miss. He is not listed in the top 23.
Dang, the Rock. So you got to have a good combine, Rock.
Yep.
Because he got the invite, so no.
Rock Taylor got the invite to the combine?
Yeah, he bet the combine.
Nice.
The real question is Steve Smith going to be there?
Oh, boy.
You know he worked for NFL Network.
He will not be there.
Some of these supplemental.
He said he will
Steve
not
Smith's
be
got a lot of cleaning up to do over the weekend, doesn't he?
He said he will not be there.
That Joker's got a wife and 4 kids, and he's been with his wife for like 20 years.
Yeah, my guy, bro.
That is tough. I don't know how you get around those texts.
Yeah, the selfies is crazy.
The selfies in the text, like,
freaky.
There's no way to explain it away.
There's no way.
There's no way.
You can't be like, that's not me, because then there's a selfie of you right above it. By the way, I don't know why Buddy went to the internet looking for sympathy. One thing the internet does not do for you is sympathy, bro.
I don't think he was looking for sympathy. I think he was trying to ruin Steve Smith's life.
I think he's trying to bust him out. You ruined my life, I'm going to ruin your life.
I have nothing to lose.
I don't care.
Because the guy took over his wife's Facebook page.
He did.
And posted all the texts.
Yeah, he's like, you ruined my life.
For those that don't know,
yours.
there's a guy that went online this weekend that said Steve Smith was having an affair with his wife, and he posted all of it.
And a phone call with Steve Smith on the internet.
And Steve Smith said he was sorry. It was all just so bizarre.
Yeah.
It's all so bizarre.
Yeah, so he won't be on NFL Network broadcasting.
No. Number 9, college basketball rankings. Okay, so as we mentioned, Memphis is now 18 in the AP poll. They have moved up 4 spots. They moved up 1 spot in the coaches poll because they were already 19 last week. They are in the top 20 in both. They are 18 in the coaches. They are 18 in the AP poll at 22-5. Interestingly enough, in the AP poll, Auburn, Bruce Pearl was on with Gary earlier today, and I encourage you to go check that out if you missed it. Auburn is unanimous number 1.
Of course.
It's pretty rare to get every single vote. 60 votes. All 60 are for Auburn being number 1 in the country right now. 2 is Duke. 3 is Florida. 4 Houston. And 5 Tennessee. So you go through the rest of them. Alabama 6. St. John's 7, Michigan State 8, Iowa State 9, Texas Tech 10. How about St. John's? They were the biggest story over the weekend. Made the back page of the New York Post, and they
killed UConn.
You know, they lost by 2 to Villanova about a week ago, and then they beat Creighton, which is a top 25 team, and then they beat UConn by 14 over the weekend. And Rick Pitino has got a story going.
That's dope,
there,
bro.
24-4.
Yeah, that's
St. John's
first,
basketball being good is so
their
dope, bro.
first season sweep over UConn since 99-2000.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
How many SEC teams?
What
we
a
got?
job.
We got 1.
What a
The
job.
SEC's going to have like 13 teams in the tournament, 12, 13.
13 out of 25?
The SEC, I'm like in the NCAA tournament, the SEC's going to have like 13 teams. It's going to be crazy.
God. Bro,
gonna
that
be
SEC
nuts.
tournament's going to be crazy. Is it in Nashville?
Crazy. It is in Nashville. It is.
Bro, that tournament's going to be...
Which it's going to be like right when that whole weekend's going on here. Because the year I went to the SEC tournament, that was the year that Tennessee had Admiral Schofield and Brant Williams, like whatever year that was, several years ago now. But I went to it in Nashville.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Really?
Oh my God, it was awesome. It was so fun. I had my son with me, but we were there because it was my kid's spring break.
Oh. Okay.
So
Okay.
if it's the same weekend this year, that's the weekend that we have 4 home games.
We do.
About to say, bro.
Well,
Hey,
yeah.
About to say,
Yeah,
we
we
have
have
our home
the
games,
week.
bro. We can make a trip, bro.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a blast.
It's been some good first round matchups. Crazy, probably.
And it is set up like an event downtown. They have basketball courts outside. They have like all kinds of setups everywhere. And then, I mean, you can't imagine. You know, Nashville is super close to Kentucky.
Oh yeah.
So you have a million Kentucky fans and a million Tennessee fans.
And Tennessee's good too, so all the fan bases just flock in. Oh boy, I wish.
SEC, so that'd be a fun one to go to.
It is fun,
especially this year, bro. When all teams
this year would be awesome.
Shout out to the SEC.
I bet whenever they, I wouldn't be surprised whenever they get the new Titan Stadium.
Yeah,
because it'll be a dome if they move it there.
Possible.
Yeah.
Number 10 tonight. All right, so no Grizzlies tonight. They don't play until tomorrow night against the Phoenix Suns. NBA-wise, Pacers-Nuggets is pretty good.
Yeah.
At the Pacers, obviously, we're paying attention to what the Nuggets are doing because they are right alongside the Grizzlies in the standings. Thunder T-Wolves, they just played last night.
Running it back. That's crazy.
And so they have a back-to-back against each other. So that's going to be on NBA TV tonight. That is actually a really good one, where it's a thing that most mimics what happens during a playoff series.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing those two teams, they faced each other. They saw what it was like. Now they get to go to the game tape and try to change the things that they didn't like about the one before, and then we'll see if it leads to a flip or if it leads to greater separation between the Thunder and the Wolves, depending upon.
In that game, the same thing that was happening to us, the backboard stuff, the Thunder were getting destroyed on O boards.
Oh, yeah.
They fixed it like doing down the stretch and everything else, but I was like, yo.
Chet hit that three from the.
They fixed it.
Chet hit one of those threes.
I was like,
so.
Go.
The other thing that is worth checking out outside of, I suppose, Monday Night Raw will be on tonight as well.
Yeah.
Houston, Texas Tech is a massive college basketball game. You just saw Texas Tech last week.
I did. I saw them losing them Horned Frogs.
Yeah, but it's Houston at Texas Tech. Texas Tech is 10 in the country. Houston is 4.
I might watch it because I haven't seen Houston play this year. Like I sent you that video about them playing so hard, but I want to see them play. Like
I want to watch Houston too. They just beat Iowa State on Saturday, so now they got to travel to Lubbock.
Maybe I'll tap.
Houston, Texas Tech. That's an 8:00 game on ESPN.
Yeah.
So that's a big one.
Yeah, maybe I'll tap on it. And I forgot that tonight too. I'm going to Fairleigh's first round game. They play Freedom Prep tonight at 6:00. at Airways Middle. So I'll be there.
Airways Middle.
Yeah, the Airways Middle.
This is a region.
This is regional.
This must be a regional
tournament game. Yeah. So it's the first round. So they got to win. They got to win or go home.
Oh wow.
Win or go home. So I'll be there tonight to support.
Fairleigh.
Yeah.
The Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs.
We are
man.
all Bulldogs.
We all Bulldogs, man. Let's go Fairleigh. Get the dub tonight.
Let's go.
Let's go. Woo, 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 woo.
Wow.
There you go. I'll be there tonight.
Wow. Jalen saying he
just
hopes
said in our
lose.
headset he hopes they lose. I don't care about Fairleigh. I went to White.
Jalen, why were you tweeting during the show today, forward progress? Why did you tweet that? It was on my timeline. He tweeted
Jalen getting his
tweets in the middle. It's like popped up on my timeline.
What did he write?
Forward progress with like 4 S's.
Jalen, you good, bro?
No, he's on the CDR.
I know, right?
Oh,
he ain't been on the game lately either, bro. You good?
He's CDR, bro.
Yeah.
You good?
CDR now?
Hey, shut your enlightened ass up.
Supreme J.
Supreme J. Shout out Jalen, man.
We're going to go down there. He's wearing a headdress.
On the bald head. I ain't never seen a bald dude wear a headdress.
Ball bull. All right, that's going to do it for today's show. Thanks to Devin Walker. Thanks to John Roser across the glass. Thanks to Jalen back in the studio, I think. Until tomorrow, we gone.